God, this board just makes everything in my life better.
Peter and James reviewing the Spring Break powder racer, and they've dropped the price point of this year down to $4.99 and moved it out of the Spring Break powder line and giving you a more reasonably priced, super fun, I would call this like tapered mountain freestyle.
Yeah.
You know, it
Just as loose as a goose.
Yeah.
You could call it a geese.
But we got out in some deep powder today. We were just riding the powder drifter the other day.
Yep.
Seems like the same shape, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We're not doing it AB, but it seems very similar. It has that same thing. You can throw it around switch. You can butter. You can have a freestyle lifestyle with this, but then also have this amazing board that floats. We have it. We set it up all the way back, and we got our Adidas Tactical ADVs. Trusty old Union Strata from last year. Man, that flat to rocker profile, the super soft flex, and just this floaty, fun, playful, slashy, turny, buttery, just
Turn initiation through the freaking roof. Edge to
Forgiving,
edge.
forgiving.
So forgiving. I was literally like going down almost on my toe side, front just down the mountain just like this, like and it wouldn't catch an edge. It didn't do it. Yeah. You could just start turning left and right. Ooh, look at this.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
We had some fun in the Aspens.
You hit some trees
Yeah.
there.
Oh, I hit a lot of trees.
Yeah.
I've been bitch slapped all day.
But
I never knew I liked it.
yeah, but dear
Yeah.
God, this is one of those boards that once again we take out at the leftovers at the end of a day, and it breathes new life into our soul. It invigorates you. You just get on it and you're just like, what is going on underneath my feet? I don't feel any other boards like no other boards do I ever feel that have that kind of life in them. And it's such a unique, interesting ride.
And I think if you want a more buttery freestyle, playful, kind of like tapered freestyle ride, you'll like this. If you want a little stiffer, a little more powerful,
Maybe a little more
the powder
stable.
drifter,
Yeah.
maybe just a touch.
But if
Or if you want cheaper and more surfy, you've got
Yeah.
the Spring Break Slush Lasher behind you.
But if the words freestyle all of a sudden give you nips, like this one is definitely in that category over and over and over again.
Yeah, it's fun. Where that Slush Lasher just blew my mind.
Blew my
For
mind.
$379 is
Yeah.
fucking. You're hard pressed to find anything even close in that price point.
Here's the thing though, is I feel
Yeah.
like this entire everything they're doing with these spring breaks like is in my favorites category. But
Yeah.
it's so hard to pick which one of them
right.
is my favorite of those favorites. They're all in this upper echelon, this completely new actually echelon that I feel like they created themselves.
Yeah, it's a different way of riding powder. It's a different way of snowboarding.
Yeah.
That's just like such a departure from even Capita boards or
Yeah.
any other powder board we try. We get on these and it's just so different, so weirdly fun.
Yeah. But
And while I pretty much I would prefer the powder drifter over this. Mm-hmm. If you can't afford the powder drifter, because it is like a few hundred more, I think. This is a great call, and almost just as good.
Yeah, and if you can't afford this,
this is still too in between for you,
and
too much.
You want the cheapest, arguably one of the cheapest, best powder board, the Slush Lasher over here is gonna tickle your fancy. But
Take us home, Peter.
Dear God.
Tell us a story, kid.
well, there was this one time I went to Mexico on spring break. I got arrested a lot. 2 times, let me tell you. And if only I'd had this board, I feel like I wouldn't have gotten arrested down there. I mean, I wouldn't have been snowboarding, but this thing would have just These boards would have just given me the confidence that I needed to avoid the police. Just stay safe in Mexico, kids.